So get your pen, get your journal, and get ready because we're about to dig for some gold. My name's David A. Stone. I'm an authorpreneur, a gold mining expert, urban farmer, and now I'm a #1 best-selling author of Your Gold Mine, Brain Digging Gold Guide. This is such an exciting accomplishment for me, but I gotta say, I couldn't have done it without all of you supporting me. So thank you for helping me make this book, Your Gold Mine, Brain Digging Gold Guide, a #1 bestseller. So because I have my GLP locked in and I know what it is, it gives me motivation to wake up every morning as close to 3 a.m. as I possibly can and get to work. Like one of my mentors, Sharma, who doesn't know me, but I know him because he's been generous with sharing his knowledge. But what Sharma says is that our days are our life in miniature. So think about that. If our days are our life in miniature, then we need to take every day and live it to the fullest. Because what's the most valuable commodity of all? Over money and over anything is time. Life is risky. If you're trying not to risk life, then you're doing something wrong because life is risky. Because you know why it's risky? It's because nobody's getting out alive. Life is the ultimate risk. So if life is risky, take those risks. Be decisive, have discernment, choose the right risks to take, but take the risks. If you're afraid of something, it probably means you should face that fear and you will be free. If someone is salting your mind, let's talk about that. Woo! I have had someone salt my mind a few times. In fact, what happens when someone starts salting your mind? They start controlling your mind. They start taking ownership or taking possession of your mind if you let them. So once people start salting your mind, what they're doing is they're taking a little bit of their gold or a little bit of someone else's gold. They're taking a little bit of their gold and they're throwing it on top of your land. And then you don't even see it, right? But then they point at it and they say, look, there's some gold on your land. And they're pointing right at it. They're like, hey, look, there's some gold. So what do? You don't even see the gold because it's not even that much. But if you put it in perspective of how much it is in this little chunk, it seems like there's going to be a lot. And it seems like they know what they're talking about. So what would they do if they were trying to deceive? If they were salting your mind, they would be like, well, here's my theory. Here's my calculations. Because this is where your land is. This is what you're good at. This is this. This is this. This is this. From all my calculations, I think you're going to find gold if you dig right here. And so then they'll give you a precise location to dig. And they'll say, I want 50-50 here. And so then, but they're telling you, they're directing you where to dig. Think about this, right? But so they're like, and so then you have this, oh, that sounds like a great idea. Let's go see about digging over there. And what are they going to do? Before you get there, they're going to go there and they're going to throw some of their gold flakes on top of that dirt where they told you they just made a big calculation that that's where you should dig. So then you're going to go there, you're going to meet them there, and they're going to allow you to discover the flakes of gold that they threw on your land. And once you discover those flakes of gold that they threw on your land, you're going to get really excited. And you're going to start thinking, oh my gosh, this is real. This is crazy. This guy literally knows where I should be digging. This is awesome. So now this guy is like, all right, let's develop your treasure map. So he pulls out his own piece of paper and he starts drawing your treasure map, right? But it's his. But he says it's yours. And you are now ready to help him dig in your mine, dig in your mountain. But here's the problem. You're going to be digging in the wrong spot. Because when you find gold, or when you help this other person find gold, it's not going to be your gold. You're going to lose motivation when you start finding gold, or he's going to take all the gold because it's not yours. You're digging in his place. And then here's what happens. You're digging where he tells you to dig, but you're not finding any gold. But he's finding gold, but he's not telling you it's gold. It's like, this is just rocks. Keep digging. I think we're going to find it. Keep digging. I think we're going to find it. So you keep digging. You pull all this gold out of the ground for him. He's just telling you it's rocks. You don't see it as gold because it's gold for him. And he knows he's just making you dig. This is not what I signed up for. I'm not finding any of my gold here. I'm done. And he's like, no, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. You know why? Because I did new calculations and I realized that we're actually supposed to be digging right over here. We're really close though. So then you're like, oh man, I should move on. But it does kind of make sense. Maybe we were digging in the wrong spot. And then maybe he really does know because there were some flakes on the ground before. So then he's like, yeah, so here's the new. So then he marks out the next location to dig. So then you go start digging there and you are digging so much gold out of this ground, but it doesn't look like gold to you. But you're just giving all, he's like smiling like, oh my gosh, I'm digging so much gold. And then you hit this vein of toxic waste. And you're like, whoa, bro, this is crazy. I'm not digging anymore. And then he's like, whoa, wait a second. Look. I was slightly off a third time. I was slightly off this second time. So now I made third version of calculations. So this is where you're supposed to dig. And then you go and you start digging in this other place that this other person is telling you to dig when the whole time you only needed to do one thing to find your gold. That was to evict that person from your mind and direct your own mind. Take control of your own gold mine. Take control of your own mountain. Take control of your land and direct yourself to greatness by setting personal goals and taking daily action steps toward them. That whole big rant and metaphorical story is telling you that when you find gold on the top of your mind, if you didn't dig it up in your past, then just like the old saying goes, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Because if you didn't dig up your gold, it's not going to be your gold. And if you dug and dug and dug and dug for years and years and years for other people's gold or other people salting your mind, and now you're exhausted, you're tired, you found so much gold for them, they've succeeded quite well. But in fact, you have never put the time or effort into finding your own gold. Well, now is that time. Right now, if you're watching this video, you know it is your time. And I'm just reminding you, it's your time. It's your time. You got this. You're a warrior. You're not a whiner. You're a warrior. You're not a worrier. You're a warrior. Just remember that. You're a warrior. You got this. You have gold in your mind. Those dreams that were put there by your creator, those creative visions in your head, they're real. They're real and they could really happen. So just know that. Go make it happen.